Welcome ladies and gentlemen to another casted game for Age of Empires 2, and today I bring you Villese versus ACCM. In the south corner of the map we've got Villese playing in blue as the Dravidians, one of the new civilizations for Dynasties of India, the new DLC for Age of Empires 2. In the north corner of the map we've got ACCM playing as the Vietnamese, a familiar civilization, has been around for a long time for Age of Empires 2, needs minimal introduction, but let's talk a bit about the Dravidians, an exciting new civilization to grace our game, well, tomorrow. If you're watching this game on the, well, this game was casted on the 27th of April 2022, so you know, by the time you're watching this, the game has probably got the new DLC, and people have probably been playing Dravidians for a long time once you're watching this video. But let's take a look at the Dravidians and what they're about. They are an infantry and naval civilization, and they receive 200 wood when advancing to the next stage. Their fishermen and fishing ships carry plus 15 food. Their barracks technologies cost 50% less. The skirmishers and elephant archers attack 25% faster. They have the Urumi swordsmen as a unique unit, and the Tirisadai, a warship. Unique techs include medical corps, with elephant units regenerate 20 HP per minute. They also have Wootst steel, and infantry and cavalry attacks ignore armor. Their docks provide 5+ population room. So we've talked about this a little bit before in the channel. If you see my other casted games, the Dravidians usually often have a really strong man-at-arms into archers build, because of course they get the 200 wood, and obviously the barracks technologies are 50% cheaper, so man-at-arms upgrade, you know, it's just that much cheaper for the Dravidians. Now in the north corner of the map we've got ACCM playing as the Vietnamese. An interesting civilization, has been around for a while of course, and some of their bonuses include that their enemy positions are revealed at the start of the game. Economic upgrades cost no wood. Their archery range units have 20% extra HP, and they have conscription for free. The Rattan Archer and the Imperial Skirmishers are their two unique units, and they have unique techs, the Chatras, where the battle elephants have 100 HP extra, and paper money, where lumberjacks slowly generate gold in addition to wood. Now, just a bit on that, I think Age of Noob has a decent video, or very good video rather, on YouTube, so do check that out. I'll probably look to link that in the video description most likely. I haven't actually watched it myself just yet, but I know he's got one, so I want to have a look at that as well. The team bonus is that the Imperial Skirmisher is upgraded. The upgrade is available in the Imperial Age. Okay, I didn't actually realise that, so anyone can get Imperial Skirmisher. Nice, nice. Okay, so let's take a look at the players. 4 onward for ACCM, typical of an archer opening. We'll see if he goes for any man-at-arms in there as well. And just the 3 for the Dravidians. Obviously they get the extra 200 wood, so they don't need as much wood in the early game, that's for sure, with that extra 200 wood injection when they get to the feudal age. Now what I'd like to know from you guys, new DLC, new civilizations, as well as the Indians being reworked as the Hindustanis. Is there a particular civilization that you'd like to see more in terms of casted games, or any civilization that you're most looking forward to playing? For me, I'm really looking forward to the Dravidians, so I'm quite happy to see Villese playing the Dravidians today. Let's see what he does with this civilization. And I'm really looking for the campaigns as well. I will be actually doing a campaign playthrough and releasing that once the DLC is out. So if you're interested in watching some campaign action, I'll have that on the channel, I suspect. Looks like Villese is going to be... Just noted, actually, Vilese's base is a bit horrible for the gold situation. That main gold is so far forward and doesn't really have a safe back gold. It's got this kind of gold on the left. It's not a nice position though. Be interesting to see which gold he actually goes for. Probably the forward one because it's so close, but he might need to transition onto the back one, or maybe drop a tower or something, which just depends what's available here, what he's facing up against with ACCM. ACCM, on the other hand, has a really nice gold here at the back. He can wall off here on the side and on the front. Very nice. The right side of his base is pretty exposed, but I mean, he could just wall to the town centre here, and it wouldn't be too big a deal. The berries are a little bit exposed. It's a bit rough, but the gold is the real key deal breaker, I suspect, because you can always place farms around your town centre with relatively good protection. But a dodgy gold spawn, there's not much you can do about it. And looks like we've got the 2 militia drush from ACCM, scout and 2 militia going forward there, just to see what it can do. But obviously Villese wise to the ruse, and he brings down his small walls around the woodline. Small walls around the berries as well, very nice, and he's going to protect his villagers. Looking forward to seeing this high level gameplay in Age of Empires 2. Okay, militia is queued up though for Villese. Looks like he's just going to go forward rather than deal with this back home, which is often what the pro players do. Wants to look to see if we can get any damage. And we do see now ACCM going for that second wood line, going to the gold line as well, looking to get that resources, those resources at the next stage. And almost, I don't know if he almost took that power. Palisades have been nerfed quite a bit, and so often they can be on fire pretty quickly. So Villese is going to have to keep an eye on that. And looks like actually Villese is going to wall in front of the gold, which is probably something he's definitely going to need to do to be able to kind of secure it, because it's very exposed here. I wonder whether... Yeah, it just looks like ACCM is quite happy just to focus down on the mill for a bit now and then move around elsewhere. And a third militia being added by ACCM, maybe looking to cause a bit of havoc on this gold line there. We'll see what he does with that actually. He might be going for the man-at-arms upgrade, seeing he's invested into the third militia. Now Villese is up to the next stage. He's got those man-at-arms, those militia, and I suspect, yeah, man-at-arms is coming in, double bit X is coming in as well. It's going to cause a little bit of pressure hopefully. ACCM nicely small walled and should be able to be, you know, pretty safe and secure here. Villese saves that villager that's building the archery range with these small walls. Very, very nicely done there. ACCM was trying to deny that with these militia. Can't get any luck on that. And now the gold is nicely protected as well with 3 villagers, with the palisades being built. And yeah, both players doing fantastically well. I mean, man-at-arms seems to be like quite a typical opening, but not something that players of this level and caliber like die to as such. They don't, you know, they're often able to keep them out pretty well. Okay, 3 militia still there, and the scout for ACCM. Looking to get a hit on the archer and manages to put away. Got a little bit of HP lost on that militia, not too bad, but yeah, did lose some HP there. ACCM not committing to the man-at-arms upgrade, instead going for a range with fletching. I wonder if, oh yeah, we did see a range go down for Villese and a couple of archers popping out. Be interesting to see. He's got his blacksmith as well, which is very nice because Villese obviously can afford that usually with the wood injection that the Dravidians get. And I suspect he's going to want to look to get fletching relatively soon. Not yet, but he just only has 3 villages on gold so far, so he's going to be struggling to keep up with the... Oh, ACCM! Just managed to get out of there. Maybe took a bit of yeah, a bit of TC fire there, which is rare for a pro player like ACCM. Okay, we was going to try and get through to the woodline there, but Villese wise to the ruse, gets a house there to make them, well, kind of force them to go towards the town centre. If he wants to die at that, which he won't, obviously, most likely anyway. And they can look to just harass that palisade wall there. Man-at-arms and scout still just looking around, see what he can do, see if he can pick up anything at the berries. Often, you know, the berry bushes get taken and then leaves a hole, which is very frustrating for players. But ACCM is keeping an eye on it, it seems, and Villese can't do too much damage with that. Quite a few archers here back home. Looks like ACCM wants to clear this up before he goes forward with his archers. And Villese looking to be aggressive though, not looking to... Oh, geez, we missed that, but yeah, that was rough. So ACCM has lost his forward, and he's going to try and defend now. A couple of archers and a skirmisher coming forward for Villese. And so Villese is on the attack. He's got the kind of advantage in that sense. And yeah, I like Vilese's position. I mean, Villese has brought out the archers away from the main base with the man-at-arms, and now the archers and skirmishers have just idled a lot of villagers on this wood line, forcing ACCM to wall up a little bit, and the villagers are going to have to take lumber inefficiently that way. It looks like Villese is going to just circle around. There's no way he can go through there, and the man-at-arms are still alive. So Villese has done fantastically well to keep all of his units alive, and it's so good when you can do that. It just gives you just that bit of extra oomph in terms of you know, military numbers and just like map vision, everything. It's got, you know, his man-at-arms on this right side that ACCM has to be like relatively concerned about, and he's got a small contingent here which actually does not want to be taking a fight with because it just doesn't have the numbers. ACCM going to hunt that down. ACCM might see a dance here. Villese is on the hill, but this is definitely a fight that ACCM would want to take. Villese is definitely going to back off and looks to actually join forces now with his man-at-arms and his archers there. But I wonder if he can get away. The scout's going to get a couple of hits though for free, and man-at-arms are in the mix now, so this could be a good spot. Pretty interesting fight here on the hill, and now ACCM is going to have to micro because of the man-at-arms, and it means that Villese can fire as well. So Villese overall actually had a really good fight there. Picks off another archer. Villese on fire today with his micro. ACCM just let that one out of his grasp, and actually the numbers now look great for Villese. What was going pretty badly in terms of numbers, Villese is now doing fantastically well, even against the home advantage or the defender's advantage for ACCM. This could start to snowball, that's for sure. Lots of units on the field now for Villese. Let's take a look at the military number 12 to 6. Villager count. Wait, what? ACCM? Am I seeing that right? I'm so confused. Oh, no. It just looked a bit odd there. I thought that looked like it was 18, but it's 38. That's fine. That's fine. It's absolutely fine. 38 villagers for Villese, 36 for ACCM. Looks like ACCM has a bit of idle villager time on the, well, idle TC time. It's just got rid of his small walls, had enough of those, and looks to defend this push from Villese, which is very nice. The man-at-arms are still alive, 2 of them, and just offering a bit of meat shield to the situation. Very nice. Okay, skirmishers being used relatively nicely here for Villese, pulling out the archers back so that skirmishers don't take skirmishers can take the brunt of the action, and adding some more skirmishers and 2 man-at-arms still in the mix for Villese. Oh, this skirmisher got a little bit caught out there on his own and decides to come back now, and this archer will be picked off. No, maybe almost for Villese. Alright, interesting. So Villese is actually going to go to this wood line with a couple of archers just to annoy the villagers there. Keep the skirmishers on the front. Still that 1 man-at-arms. Holy smokes, it's 20 minutes into the game almost. Ah, he died. I just said that. I jinxed it, guys. Jinxed it. Alright, let's take a look at the resources. Villese up to 400 food. ACCM looking towards getting to the castle age faster. Does have 500 food almost there with the resources. Almost 200 gold. Does he have the buildings? He's got the, yeah, he's got what he needs. And looks like ACCM is going to be getting up to the castle age first, unless he really heavy commits in feudal age, which he might do. Let's not forget that the Vietnamese have 20% HP on their ranged units, so Villese is always going to be a step behind, especially if he's on the fighting up a hill. But there's lots of skirmishes here, and there's not much ACCM can do here, so ACCM is going to have to walk away, or try to anyway. And Villese wants to try and take this massive units down as much as possible. Nice shot there with the skirmishers, and skirmisher there on the front as well, going to be getting some hits for free for Villese. ACCM looking to wall up the left side of his base now, working towards the right side as well on the map to secure the corner. Gives them a very nice access to back gold, nice wood line there, and stone as well. I like what ACCM's done here. He knows this army's going to die, but he just wants to kind of get Villese's army away from his base, and so he's just moving away, going towards Villese, and just forcing him to retreat. Because now ACCM is fully walled, he can focus on his boom. He is 2 villagers up now and is clicked up to the castle age, but so is Villese. So Villese is very nicely timed as well to the castle age, and it'll be interesting to see what these civilizations go for in the castle age. A lot of army though for Villese, sorry, for ACCM. And Villese is kind of dotted around the map here, a contingent here on the right and contingent here on the left. A lot of skirmishes, that's for sure. And the snow leopard, or lion, tiger, I don't know what that was. Looks like a tiger. Oh, nice pincer action there for Villese. Nice. He's going to snipe this army and get a lot of damage against it. And now the military numbers are fantastic for Villese because of that. Well, actually it's about equal, but ACCM has got most of his other army back at home, I think, and looking to just defend his position on this hill. A nice mass here for ACCM. Alright, so Castle Age has come in for Villese. He's going to get the Bodkin Arrow Elite Skirmisher upgrade as well, and looking to get Elephant Archers, which is very nice. And ACCM on the hill took some good shots there. Bodkin Arrow is not in yet, or the Elite Skirmisher upgrade. So Villese just doesn't want to take any risks here. Don't want to take that fight, especially up the hill. You don't really want to be doing that. 2 Elephant Archers on the field for Villese going forward. Okay, don't forget that elephant archers attack 25% faster as well as the skirmishers. Actually, so that's really interesting. So the skirmishers actually fire 25% faster, but ACCM skirmishers have, was it 20% extra HP? So that's very nice dynamic there, the skirmisher wars. Villese is going to go forward. The elephant archers, sorry, oh no, these aren't elephants, these are just elephant archers, these are battle elephants. Holy smokes, I didn't see the stables there being put. 2 stables on the front there, so battle elephants will be fantastic against skirmishers, looking to put some pressure on the front of ACCM's base. A monastery going down for those conversions for ACCM. Second town centre, do we see a second town centre for Villese? We do indeed, and a monastery going down for the Villese as well. The skirmishers there will snipe that villager one-shotted. She died to those skirmisher spear throwing things. Elephants on the chase, and we'll be able to clear that up. Should be able to if they can ever engage, but the elephants are obviously notoriously slow, and looking forward to getting some damage here on the left. Villese, but he's going to find his opponent has walled up, but only with palisades, so palisades should be able to be broken through with the elephants, that's for sure. And this wood line is now being abandoned by ACCM. Gonna have to take those villages away, get some elite skirmishers back at home to defend. But I mean, this army is huge, and it's combined. It looks like, I mean, ACCM's army is kind of in 2 places now, and the elephants are gonna snipe some of these skirmishers, and they're pretty weak health now. And the skirmishers and battle elephants here for Villese, putting some aggression, looking to do some damage here. So this is great though, because ACCM is now off gold, so it's fantastic for Villese. ACCM probably actually literally has nothing on gold right now. Elephant conversion, maybe? No, conversion doesn't happen, thankfully for Villese. And the skirmishers will be taking this fight. 25% attack speed better, and ACCM didn't mark that at all, didn't see it. It's probably looking elsewhere, probably looking at the front of the base. Where his opponent is, and trying to snipe some villagers, but these skirmishers now are completely trapped, and yeah, this is going to be rough for ACCM. I'm going to lose a lot of skirmishers there, a lot of the military, whereas the military for Villese has been kept alive. As we can see there, 22 for Villese, 14 for ACCM. This is very rough here for ACCM. It's going to need to get a big conversion here if he can. Doesn't manage it. Skirmishers there looking to try and snipe the monk, but doesn't get a hit on it properly. And 3 town centres now for Villese. Very, very nice. Of course, Villese got the extra 200 wood as well, getting up to the castle age, which really helps with the dropping town centres. Oh, by the way, guys, if you're interested, I've got a fantastic build order, but super fast 3 town centre boom for the Dravidians. It's perfect for maps like Arena. I mean, if you're being really greedy, it might work in Arabia, but probably not. And yeah, basically it's a 21 plus 2 population build order, which means you get 21 villagers, or 21 population in feudal age. And then plus 2 population, because obviously you're going to train 2 villages between feudal age and castle age. Clicking up, that is, so you can drop your market and blacksmith. And then you're up to the castle age, drop down those 3 town centres rather, like as soon as you get to castle age, which is about 14 minutes, 14 and a half minutes. A relic being picked up by Villese, looking to get that sweet gold income. A couple of monks here on the field for ACCM. Concerned about those battle elephants, which are quite a few number now. 6 in total. Well, no, I take that back. 10 in total now for Villese. Looking to really bolster that army with those elephants. And village count pretty neck and neck, but obviously certainly the 3rd town centre for Villese only went down. It's getting town watch from that as well, so it's not producing villagers. But once it gets ramping up with villager production, it'll be rocking hard. As I say that, it gets housed pretty badly. It looks like it's going to be dropping some houses there on the left, just with 1 villager. So even being on 3 town centres, they're all idle at this stage. Okay, Bang & Out coming forward as well, looking to get some damage hopefully on the skirmishers for ACCM. And if he does, he misses, but if he does get a good hit, then that could be very, very good for ACCM. It does get a decent hit there with skirmishers. Probably worth it in the end. Elite skirmishers versus elite skirmishers. A couple of monks there in the back there. 4. Ooh, elite skirmishers targeting down the monk. Get 2. I didn't think that the second one would go down, but it does. And it means that there's only 1 monk there. 2 monks there rather. And now the elephants can really push forward. And that was really unfortunate for ACCM. Losing those monks means that elephants now can go forward. And even if he loses 1 elephant, I don't think Villese would be too upset with that. We can take down that elephant pretty quickly with the fact that he's got like 7 others. Looking to get rid of the elite skirmishers, and if the skirmishers go down, that will be great for Villese. Again, the military numbers being dwindled by Villese, and ACCM has just not been able to kind of keep his military numbers alive and group together into a large army. Villese has been a lot better about keeping his army alive, as you saw with those man-at-arms in the early game. A TC going down on the gold, needing to get some security on that gold, looking to get the secondary gold on the right side as well, ACCM is. And is walled up very nicely here on the right with the houses behind Palisade just for the extra security. And a good number of elephants there, 9 in total. For Villese had 10, one was converted of course. And looks like we're getting to a kind of a bit more quieter area time of the game. So 90 villagers for ACCM, 83 for Villese. Okay, still on the 3 TCs for the Dravidians, played by Villese. Looks like now ACCM is on 4 TCs. He's looking to catch up in the villager count. That's fantastic. If he can keep that running. He's recognised that the game's a bit defensive. There are a couple of elephants though, so he's got to be careful. Doesn't want to go just full eco boom into GG. He needs to get some monks out there, I suspect, and some military. Villese looking a bit more superior on the military count numbers wise and the kind of quality of the army. We do have 2 monks there now, looking to get conversions of the battle elephants, and if he does, that would be huge. He might get 1, he should get 1, might get 2, doesn't get the second, but gets 1 for sure. That's fantastic return there. Skirmishers are going down now for Villese. A monk of his own. Villese had a monk of his own to convert one of the elephants back that he lost. The monk goes down for ACCM, and the elephant's now going to push forward against skirmishers. Skirmishers obviously can't do very much against battle elephants. Skirmishers are behind as well for Villese, chasing, looking to add some support in this, but a monk there looking to get a conversion just back, so we'll get the conversion now, and nicely done there by ACCM, getting some good conversions here today. I think Villese wants to get rid of that monastery ASAP, because that monastery is going to be very painful here, very annoying. One thing about the elephants as well, by the way, the Bengali civilization, they have resistance to conversion for their elephants, so that could be very nice for the Bengalis as a civ bonus. Imperial Age clicked up by Villese. ACCM not there yet. Almost getting there though. Got quite a lot of resources. Should be able to get there very soon, and has been able to convert another elephant. I didn't think he would get that one, but he did, and that's huge. I think that's the 3rd or 4th elephant now converted. Villese elephants numbers are dwindled to 7 now, and he's going to take this fight and he's going to just get rid of this elephant for ACCM. Oh, the ACCM managed to pull back the elephant. It's going to probably heal it now. 3 monks there. Very good monk defense for ACCM, looking to heal up that elephant, maybe get a conversion too, but the elephants get pulled back. A good castle here on the front of ACCM's base for that extra protection, and being on 4 town centres, he's probably quite happy knowing that he's got a villager boom going on. 115 villagers, 116 villagers to the 102 villagers of Villese. Okay, Villese looking to force the issue here. Oh, but 3 monks there. If he gets 2 conversions, that could be huge for Villese. No, he's going to lose the elephants. Holy smokes. Elephants are so expensive. Oh my god, that's massive. 3 conversions, I mean, it was always going to happen. Now this fight is going to turn around. Looks like Villese is going for elephant archers now. Might be able to be a bit better about sniping the monks, but the thing about going for elephant archers is that, well, ACCM already has the counter, which is, you know, skirmishers. That's pretty rough actually for Villese to tech into this. I think ACCM definitely has an advantage here. Is definitely happy to trade skirmishers for elephant archers, that's for sure. It's definitely a welcome trade for ACCM, and frankly he's got 4 town centres anyway, so he's got a lot of resources in the bank. Pretty happy to do that. 125 villagers to 112 in the favour of ACCM today. Okay, Villese gets the Imperial Age. ACCM not too far away, 70% of the way there, 30% left, and is going to look to maybe get some Imperial skirmisher upgrades for the Vietnamese. Alright, looking forward to the rest of this game. Very interesting so far. More archery ranges being put down. Looks like ACCM is going to be doubling down on the Imperial elite skirmishers, especially because he sees elephant archers and a nice castle here on the left side to protect 2 deer and some stone. A nice position to kind of fight from. And Villese gets his own defensive castle in front of his production buildings of archery ranges, which are now seeming to mass produce elephant archers. Imperial Age coming in for ACCM, looking to perhaps get a trebuchet on the field. Let's see if he's got that queued up. Nothing queued up just yet. It's getting the upgrades for his archers, so his Imperial skirmisher upgrade, as well as thumb ring, getting the upgrade for the wood, chemistry bracer, getting all the good stuff for his skirmishers. Elephant archers coming forward. Now, what was the bonus for the elephant archers? I think it was 20 HP, wasn't it? Oh no, it's regeneration of HP when yeah, medical corpse. Elephant units regenerate 20 HP per minute. I wonder if he's got that. Be pretty cool. Getting the elite Urumi swordsman, which definitely do well against skirmishers, that's for sure. He needs to mass them up there. He needs to get them out on the field and get those upgrades for sure. A couple of elephant archers going down to the skirmishers, which will become elite. Well, they are elite, sorry, imperial skirmishers, and the Urumi swordsmen are being produced. Skirmishers here on the right side. I think that's the 4th town center for Villese. Possibly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4th town center for Villese. It's going to catch up on villager numbers now. Pretty neck and neck even here, I have to say. ACCM 130, Villese 129. 2 trebuchets though out for ACCM, with the Imperial skirmishers there in front to protect. The Urumi swordsmen are on their way though, for Villese. Look to try and get this castle down and the trebs down at least. But ACCM doing great work to be able to try and get this castle down. 2 trebuchets on it. The Imperial skirmishers in front to kind of act as a meat shield and protect. Yep, they are now Imperial skirmishers, very nice. And these elite Urumi swordsmen, usually quite tanky against skirmishers, but if there are some crossbows in the mix, as they are, the ACCM, and some I mean, I wonder if he's going to add in any further upgrades with the crossbows. Probably not. Probably going to stick for the skirmishers, the Imperial skirmishers, and move forward with the trebuchets. But yeah, I mean, Imperial skirmishers, very nice unit. I just wonder whether Villese will transition into a cavalry unit now, seeing as he sees so many Imperial skirmishers. This is a good fight though for Villese. Actually, you won't see that many skirmishers from ACCM as much as anymore. Looks like Villese has really got it together with his grouping of skirmishers. A third, oh no, so just second trebuchet, looking to get rid of the town centre there for the Kajaras player being played by Villese. Units being trickled in by ACCM, looking to grab a bit of a foothold, and it looks like he will do. The Imperial skirmishers are doing well. A siege elephant is on the field looking to try and get rid of the trebuchets. You might want to take those back, ACCM. ACCM, take the trebuchets back. I think one will go down, one trebuchet will probably go down, I suspect. Oh, maybe he gets away with it. He got away with it. Let's see how much HP it's got. Probably not a lot. Oh, wow. 18 HP and he managed to get away with it. Should be able to send a villager forward now to repair. And the elite skirmishers are the real deal, guys. The elite skirmishers eat everything, it seems. Okay, good big fight here now on the hill, probably in the favour of ACCM. But there are a lot of Urumi swordsmen, so actually the Urumi swordsmen, if they get close, they will be able to cause a lot of damage. A bit of a trade-off here, but I think ACCM will be able to win that comfortably, but decides to retreat for now and go back. Okay, it looks like ACCM has taken into arbalests, which is very nice. Looking to add those into the mix, including the Imperial skirmishers, going to clear up what Villese has at the moment. So really back and forth game. And Villese is kind of losing a lot of army here for free, not for free, but probably army he didn't want to lose. And this might snowball, he doesn't have much in reserve. And so it looks like the tables have turned, guys, possibly. Let's take a look. The military numbers, 51 for ACCM, 45 for Villese. Villese does have the villager lead, but of course it's military that wins games, not really eco. And the military numbers for Villese starting to really start to dwindle now a little bit. A nice castle being placed on the hill for ACCM. A good push here coming in from ACCM. Elite skirmishers should be able to do well, especially with a home advantage and the replenishing of the army very quickly. Castle goes up, that elephant will go down, siege elephant most likely goes down, and this is now a really strong really long, powerful stronghold rather. Got my tongue in a twist there for ACCM. Siege Elephant on the field. Will get sniped. Okay, ACCM's sending in some light cav now, looking to raid, which would be very, very nice if we can get to the wood line. It's going to look to deny this castle, and it should be able to deny this castle, or at least do a lot of damage. ACCM! No! Where are you going? No! He just goes past the castle, doesn't get the damage he wanted now. He sees it now, but the town centre's right nearby, and he just had a massive opportunity lost. I mean, you probably won't want to worry about losing these light cabs, especially if he gets villager kills. Villager count now 129 for Villese to 121 for ACCM. A couple of scouts still there, but will be able to be taken out by the castle. Castle offering a lot of support. Light cav going on the right side as well. A castle went up on the right side for Villese, looking as a stronghold for him to push on the left side here. Lots of stables here, going for light cav raves is ACCM. A couple of elephants going to look to try and get this castle down, which would be very, very pivotal. There's a lot of gold here to be taken, and I suspect ACCM will want that. If not now, at least on the latest aspects of the game. Okay, fascinating game we've got, guys. A lot of kiting going on by ACCM. There's the Urumi swordsman and the siege elephants there, with a couple of skirmishers in the background to defend. Trebuchet is up on the right for ACCM, looking to snipe down the castle, which might go down soon. Actually, it's being repaired heavily. But the light cav will raid the villages that are repairing, and if you can get in, that is. But one treble will likely go down to the siege elephant. The siege elephant does go down. Both trebuchets went down, maybe with some trample damage, and the trebuchets for Villese will go down now with the light cav. Especially, it's very special, especially because it's underneath the town, underneath the castle rather. Mr. Trev. Okay, siege elephants going forward, just tanking up a lot of the damage. But the arbs are very, very good, and they're walking under the castle fire as well. This elephant is going to be dead very soon. The Imperial skirmishers need to be focusing firing on the front, and the nice usage of the light cav to take out the. I'm not sure if I keep saying spearmen, but the skirmishers. Alright, looking good now. A lot of pressure for ACCM. Expansion happening here on the right. A stable there on the right, and a gold mine being used here on the left. Very, very nice expansion for ACCM. Village count 139 to 117. The Villese has really started to boom again. But you can see that it's made a big difference on the military production. Villese is not really floating that much food, and that's what it needs right now. A lot of gold in the bank. We'll need some food for some elephants or elephant archers or something to tide the stem of this fight. Okay, BBC is coming in for ACCM. ACCM looking to add siege to add on the push. Bombard tower coming in for Vietnamese. But the Urumi swordsmen are very nice for the Villese, offering a lot of tanking. But there's so many light cav, so many arbs, so many ranged units, and also the castles. It looks like it's going to be very difficult for Villese to push out from here. So Villese has walled up on the left side as well, or has started to wall up stone walls. Stable going down for ACCM, looking just to add map control, but also add another area of attack for raiding. Now this could be pretty bad for Villese if ACCM notices that and targets it. Okay, Villese's castle is being trapped down now with just two trebs now. Second treb just about to come out, and wow, are those elephants? Elite battle. I don't know what those carcasses are, but looks like they might have been armored or siege elephants. Arbs shooting at will. Treb war continues. Two trebs here for Villese, none for ACCM. Well, one is there, but it's packed up. And I think ACCM wants to try and get rid of those trebs before he loses his castle. Can't keep repairing at this bleeding out stone. But a lot of Imperial skirmishers one-shotting the Urumi swordsman almost. But it's not just the Imperial skirmishers, there are the arbs as well, and dragging him into the castle fire, which is great. Great use of the castle there for ACCM. And Villese just lost quite a lot there, I have to say. Military numbers now 71 to 36. ACCM could really pile on the pressure. Could look to have a main focal kind of massive army, and then sends light cav around the edges perhaps. We do see some stuff on the mini-map. I'm just going to quickly toggle away from this fight. Light cav here dancing around in the Vilese's base, looking to get some good damage. And a very, very nice use of the light cav to take out the skirmishers. And then there's nothing that counters the skirmishers here for Villese. A very nice play here by ACCM. Getting good picks though, ACCM as well, on the villagers. And because of that, we do see a big deficit now, 130 to 117. And the trebuchets would go down maybe. Actually, might not because of the castle and the arbs. Actually, no, the arbs are firing on the trebuchet, but the castle, I think, took away the those units. Okay, Imperial Skirmisher is going to take out the and arbs as well. Going to take out that trebuchet. This siege elephant won't make it too far, and then there's the Urumi swordsman for the army to kind of focus on. ACCM doing really well to keep pop capped as much as he possibly can at 188 pop. Villese only on 164, military 32. Whereas ACCM has military of 70, looking very, very strong here. This could be this push that kills the game. Just does need some siege, maybe some bombard cannons. He's got the one trebuchet there, so getting rid of this castle will certainly help. After this castle might be the GG because there's nothing here actually ready to protect his base anymore. Once the Imperial Skirmishers go down as well. A couple of light cav to clean out the Imperial Skirmishers would go a long way. It looks like that's exactly what it's going to do. Villese is taking out the villagers from this left side, looking to pull them out elsewhere to try and rebuild his economy. Now, Megalis did lose a lot of army in that, so probably will want to try and replenish his army if he can. The Arbalesters are even shredding skirmishers at this point. Okay, it's going to be juicy though, because ACCM going to pick out these villagers here on the left. This big expansion here for Villese. A lot's going on here. What's going on here on the south? I think it's the navy. Oh wow, okay, so Villese wanted to expand here on the wood line, and there's just one light cav here being such a nuisance for ACCM. It's going to catch up on the Vil count now that it's happening, even though Villese has been on 40C for a while, I think. Triple C should really focus on the production buildings or maybe the monastery. One of the two would be very, very useful. Oh my god, that light cav's still going on. That wood line's going to be non-existent in a minute. Trebuchet making good work on the production buildings for Villese. And the Arbs trying to get in, the Imperial Skirmishers trying to get in. Now the light cav will get in, looking to deny. Is this another town centre? That's a barrack, so these villagers will be dead now. And there's so many villagers here working on the woodline unprotected. Just a couple of light scout cavalry here, as you can see, doing a lot of damage. The villager count though is still pretty neck and even. That's just how crazy Vilese's boom was earlier on in the game. But the relics are lost. 3 relics have been lost for Villese. He's not going to get the gold income now. And let's just see whether he's getting gold from anywhere, because I can't see any gold around. He took his main gold, that's all gone. Took his secondary gold, that's all gone. He's going to struggle for gold, it seems. And but he's queuing up champion, two-handed swordsman, I think that is. Of course, the upgrades are cheaper for the Dravidians. So this is a pretty bad death ball of Arbs and skirmishers here. But blue is starting to recover. Villese is starting to recover and bolster his defences again. Oh no, there's 4 relics there. I thought there was 3. Must have been one hiding behind an elephant or something. So the eco of Villese really took a hit there. Okay, elite battle elephant there for ACCM, but there's quite a few halberdiers, so yeah, I mean ACCM's going to want to get rid of those halberdiers, that's for sure. Okay, Trebuchet still working, champions are in there for Villese. Trebuchet will go down to the champions most likely. Elephants there back on the right, looking to take favourable engagements against small amounts of numbers rather than one big fight. Okay, Monster goes back up for Villese, probably looking to get those relics back with a monk. Yeah, Villese looking in a spot of bother here. His eco's been pretty idle for a while, a lot of different ways, and the light cav here trying to raid the wood line but going to get sniped by the halberdiers. Looking very good for ACCM. ACCM looking to maybe put some elephants on the monastery. Nope, just going to go straight for the kill, going for the champions and the villagers. Probably want to take down this town centre as well. Maybe the production builders going would be very helpful. Okay, lots going on. Okay, there's the GG. Villese taps out. He was under a lot of pressure in the Imperial Age. Lots of Imperial skirmishers and archers for ACCM, making Villese tap out. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this casted game, and if you did, do give the video a thumbs up. I've got plenty of other casted games, in particular focusing on the new civilizations for the Dynasties of India DLC for Age of Empires 2. So do check that out if you're interested. Take care, guys, and see you next time.